Oh, he's done. Ooh. Finally, Jason Garrett is done. Look, he's had 9 lives. He ain't getting 10. And the only way he can keep his job is if this team goes to the Super Bowl, in my opinion, and that's not going to happen. They're going to get, they got 2 playoff wins in 10 years, and we talk about it every single year about how, hey, he's on the hot seat. Well, this thing right now, dude, he ought to be getting boxes to his house because this one, I've never heard an owner in all my years talk about his coach like this.
That was a vote of no confidence. And, Pat, you made the point in the meeting. It sounds very similar to something he said 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, a couple weeks ago when they played Minnesota, he complimented Coach Zimmer about how he put a stop sign up, basically, and said, Zeke, you're not going to be able to play today. In this game yesterday, with the way the weather was in Foxborough, it looked like they weren't prepared for it, right? Dak had the glove off, and then he put the glove on, that whole thing. But the way that team is built, in a game that has a lot of rain and wind and everything like that, you would think the Cowboys would have success. You have a monster running back. You have a good offensive line. You're able to move the ball on the ground, but instead it ends up with Jerry taking more shots at his coach, saying, hey, this is not what we're here for. Jerry even said, I put this team together in a much better fashion than they were being showcased. Jerry Jones does not mince words. He speaks a lot, and when he does, it means a lot. And for me, it seems like Jason Garrett is about to get axed.
I'm so confused, though, how this is the tipping point, though, you guys. Like, embarrassing and a significant setback is like losing to the Dolphins at home with a playoff opportunity on there. Nobody wins in Foxborough. They're on a historic clip at home for a reason. Dan, they've won 21 games there straight. Like,
no.
Nobody
Jerry
wins
Jones.
there. So how is this? I'm not saying Jason Garrett shouldn't be on the hot seat. What I'm saying is, why is this game against a historic defense that you said you haven't seen in 15 years? They lose to that team, to Tom Brady, and this is the tipping point?
Because Jerry Jones expected to win that game, and Jerry Jones he's disappointed. And there's only 2 possibilities with disappointment. You either have the wrong person or the wrong expectations. The expectations are they have a star quarterback, a star running back, a star wide receiver, a star left tackle, a star center, star defensive tackle, star linebacker, and star defensive back. The expectation was to win that football game. His disappointment is because he realizes he's got the wrong person.
There are also some very specific coaching things in that game yesterday. Brutal. Special teams, and he said it himself, special teams is a function of coaching, and the special teams were a disaster. Not only the block punt, but they failed to cover a kickoff on one play. But let's then get to the 4th and 7. That's really the big moment in the game yesterday. It's 13-6. They on a 4th and 7 deep in New England territory. They wind up kicking the field goal there, and they never get in the end zone. Rex, take me through that decision.
Yeah, I mean, first off, the 3rd down decision by Dak to throw it up instead of just taking off and realize you're going to go for it on 4th down. But he realized that he got Jason Garrett as his head coach, that they're going to kick a field goal for some stupid reason. You've got to score a touchdown at some point, so why not? You're all the way down there. And I know Dan disagrees, but I don't give a rat's. I've coached for 30 years, and you go for it. You're all the way down there. I've played against this team 100 times. And you got to go for a win.
Yes.
You can't just sit back and say, well, hey, I feel good. I covered.
You didn't have a 3rd down conversion all night.
Yeah.
You think you're going to get 4th and 7 right there? I know you need a touchdown, but if you kick the field goal there, you're getting the football back. There's 6 minutes left in the game.
3 timeouts.
It is more likely that you will go on a drive to give yourself a chance to win the football game than you'll convert 4th and 7. Teams this year against the Patriots in 3rd and 7 plus or 4th and 7 plus are 8 for 91.
Yeah, well,
what are the
what's
chances
the stat say when you're driving when you haven't done it?
They had already had a 78-yard drive that game.
I love a good burial, especially of Jason Garrett, but
you guys are both wrong. I don't care.
I agree.
Wrong.
Well, you've stopped the Patriots throughout the day. You know you're going to get the ball back. You have 3 timeouts. 6 minutes is a lot of time with that.
Forever.
Now, granted, you are playing the Patriots in Foxborough.
First off, you don't know anything because Tom Brady can take his team down there and score, convert first downs. You're just assuming that you're going to get it at some point down in that situation. You're going to need a touchdown at some point.
Exactly. You're going to need a touchdown to win. So kick the field goal and give yourself a chance at that touchdown.
Oh, that
and keep it a 4-point game. What's the point of that?
Maybe you also leave Tom Brady deep in his own end zone or deep in his own territory into the wind in that situation. But you know what? Rex may have made the most important point of all. And that 3rd down play, and guys, I know I'm just sort of calling for this out of nowhere, but the 3rd down play, Dak has a lot of room to run. Now, he might not get 7 yards, but he probably will get 4 or 5.
And then
if they know it's 4 down territory, and that's if you have already planned in advance that it's 4 down territory, they'll take off and run.
That's the other thing that comes down to coaching. He never said to Dak that, hey, look, this is 4 down territory.
Everyone, thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports, more analysis, download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus. We'll see you there.